Good morning. How is everyone doing today? I'm feeling really well today. Thanks for asking. It's day 840 something of living in a car. Yay! Oh, yeah, I wish I had enough figure that out. I mean, there wasn't much to figure out. I literally just asked Google how many days has it been since January 15th, 2023, which is when I've been homeless. I may have misspoke before and said I was homeless since January 17th, 2023, but it's not. That's when I drove away from Jersey. So the January 15th, 2023 is when I became homeless. I didn't drive away till the 17th, but it's only because I needed an oil change, and Monday was Martin Luther King Day, so I had to wait because the auto shop wasn't open. So I had to wait till the following day. So otherwise, we would have left immediately. Because it was pretty cold. I remember it being like 21 degrees out in January, and I'm sleeping on the street in Bayonne. Not physically on the street, but parked along the street. So, yeah. It's been a very long time. I feel like I'm stuck in like Groundhog Day, homeless edition. Which I recently looked that up because I was curious, like how long Bill Murray was like in Groundhog's Day in the movie, because they don't actually say it really, right? But I looked it up, and I think the way they said, like, they worked it out, or like the person who made the movie, somebody said, but it was like 8 to 10 years or something. I didn't know it was that long. That's crazy. The last movie I saw, I mean, I used to watch movies mostly by myself. I know I went over this the other day about the movies. The other day was like the third time I've ever been to the movies with another person. And I went to see the Thunderbolts. Where was I going with that? I lost it. I was going to say something about the movie. Not that movie, but just movies in general. Oh, I forgot. It's totally gone. I'm sorry. I totally forgot what I was saying in general. Yeah, that's gone. I'm sorry. Amy's brain is fried. Movies. Oh, I remember. It wasn't a movie I wanted to talk about. It was a song, but the movie reminded me of the song. Because the unicorn and I went to see the Thunderbolts, and after that we were watching the credits. And I thought we were just like watching the credits to just sit there. But no, he was saying that there's a thing at the end of the movie. So we were waiting for that. But when the movie ended, the first song that played was the song from the Mannequin movie. Now I can't think of it. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world is waste of each other, nothing's gonna stop us now, by Starship. That song. And when it came on, I got super excited, and I was like, I love this song. And he looks at me, he's like, really? I was like, yeah, this song was in the movie The Mannequin in the 80s, and I was like, I was obsessed with that movie. I don't know why. Probably because I fantasized like me in the future meeting somebody who was crazy about me like that. Because that's often what I did when I was little, and it helped me get by, was thinking to myself that, don't worry, Amy. When you grow up, you'll have people in your life that love you and care about you. I was like, don't worry, it'll be okay. But then I grew up and I still didn't have those things, so... Yeah, there's a dude to my right, and he's coming up walking, and I don't want to look like I'm talking to myself too much, but I think it's already given away, so don't look at me. Okay, he's not paying attention. That's what I used to tell myself, though. Being so lonely and not having anybody. I thought when I grew up it would change. No, I just feel more lonely. I mean, I did meet the unicorn. I know he cares about me. I just don't get to see him as much as I want to. And I did meet my friend / ex, and while we've had our ups and downs, I do know he cares about me. He may not show it in the best way, but I do know I do know he has my back, and if like I need him, he'd be there for me. but I still don't have like that person that I could go take a walk with every day. And it just makes me sad. That was another reason, like that whole week where I was just doing bad. I was just seeing dogs everywhere. I mean, you see dogs everywhere in general, but when I'm doing really bad and I see dogs, ever since I lost Benjamin, I just bawl my eyes out. And yeah, I was in the car, then the car in front of me, it was like a station wagon, and they had a dog in the back seat, and I just started bawling my eyes out, and just that all makes me cry. And then when I'm really not doing well, and then like seeing happy families and kids is another thing that makes me just bawl my eyes out when I'm not doing well. And it's because I never had that, and I'm not going to because I can't have kids. So, and you see the couple in the park walking and holding hands, and everybody seems like everybody has somebody, and then it's just like Amy's always been alone. And I've always enjoyed my own company, and I was able to go out and do things and have a good time and explore places. But now, like, since with the CPTSD and the seizures, and like everything was manageable until the seizures. But if you didn't know, if you have seizures and CPTSD, you can become catatonic. So yay. But yeah, I was able to still manage everything up until the seizures. But things like that never bothered me. I was always able to go out and have a good time and enjoy my own company. But it's just, I don't know what it is. But I mean, the whole losing Benjamin, he's not the first dog I lost. He's like the third. And yeah, I don't think I could have another dog at this point. But when I'm not doing well, all those things just make me cry hysterically. And I know when I'm feeling better, because like I can see a dog and not cry. I can see a little kid with their dad and not cry. I can yeah. So a whole week, Amy was not well because Amy lives outside, and I can't get away from those things because they're just there. That's why when I do so much better when I'm indoors, because I can control my environment and my nervous system doesn't get so overwhelmed. It's already shot out, so everything overwhelms it. But when I'm indoors and I can control my environment, and yeah, I do a lot better. Especially I can actually relax and like do Tai Chi and stuff. But again, I can't really do that stuff out in public because I can't relax and do it because I'm worried about people watching me. And again, it's not because I'm worried about what they're thinking about me. I just don't like people looking at me. This only works because I got to not think about people looking at me. Just think about me talking to me. Nobody gets the Amy, like me talking to me is like, I was trying to say, it's not how like I talk to other people. I mean, the unicorn probably sees me like that, and my friend who's known me for a while, my friend / ex, because they've known me for a while. But it's like when I meet people, sorry, I thought that truck was going to hit me. But it's like when I meet people and this and that, like I'm always masking. And I didn't even know masking was a thing until a couple years ago when I went to eat at the unicorn's house and his neighbor came over, Thorn. Thorn reminds me of Butters from South Park. But her and I got along great, and I thought we could be friends, but apparently she's got some issues and doesn't want a friend. But that's when it's like the term masking came up, and I didn't know it was a thing. I didn't understand it. I mean, I understand it, but like that's how I've existed my whole life. I guess it was just how I got by. Stuttering. How I got by as a kid was just putting that mask on and smiling and just, yeah, smiling through hell. So like when I meet people, that's just how I am. I mean, like I am a nice person and I'm kind and this and that, but I just feel like I'm not being myself. I guess if that makes sense. Like I am, but I'm not, because I'm still kind of masking to make sure everything goes well. I don't really know what I'm trying to say. It's just I feel like if I was my normal weird self, I'd push a lot more people away. But maybe that's a good thing. But like the masking, I didn't even know I was doing it until I became aware of the term, and the mask started slipping after the seizures and everything else. The CPTSD I've had for a lot longer than I realized. But everything didn't like come to a head until the seizures, so Yeah, well, it is like masking. It's just so normal to me. That's just how I exist. I want to just let it down and be normal. But again, you gotta know me for a really long time to see the real Amy. I mean, or you can just watch a video of me, and that's how I am. That's just not how I am to new people. Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted by a squirrel. And I'm really upset lately because I don't have any money to feed them because I barely have any money to feed me. And they keep coming up to me and sitting there and begging with their little paws out, and I have nothing for them. I have a few apples, but I need them because they're my emergency apples. I mean, I need to eat one every day, but they definitely come in handy in an emergency when I have forgotten to eat or I ate something that I shouldn't have because of the reactive hyperglycemia, and then my blood sugar drops within a few hours of eating, which is bullshit. So then I eat an apple to help me so I don't pass out. But thankfully, I've always had something with me. I'm afraid of the time that I don't. Because it's been a few close calls there where I was like driving and it started happening, and I either had something with me or I was able to stop somewhere and get something immediately. Yeah, but like I can't. And I found that it's like stuff that's like high, like carb, like a carby meal or things like that. So like if I had pizza or like PB&J or like I had a donut or something full of carbs or sugar and like no like protein or not much of it anyway. Yeah, if I just eat shit like that, I am gonna pass out within 3 hours. And I found out the hard way when I was living on PB&J for a little bit, and then that not eating much else. I remember the first day I realized that like I had eaten the PB&J, then almost passed out within a few hours. I was in the city with my boyfriend and his friend. It was 9/11, and we went there to see the lights. So we stopped for pizza. So that brought my blood sugar back up. That's what you need. You need anything to bring your blood sugar back up. But again, if it's something like that, it's going to cause it to drop again within like 3 hours or so. So yeah, even if I've been getting like, sometimes I'll get oat milk at Starbucks with like the lavender in it because I can't have caffeine, and sometimes I just want a tasty drink when I'm not feeling well. It doesn't have caffeine, but again, it's milk or oat milk. It's mostly like carbs and stuff. I could drink that, and then within 3 hours, I'm going to pass out. It's not a good feeling. So it's like I ate, and then because of what I ate, I'm going to pass out. So if I eat, say, if I have some rice and like a good portion of chicken and some like veggies, that's okay. My meal can't be primarily carbs and sugar and junk like that. But like growing up, nobody told me what I could or couldn't eat. I was a bottomless pit. I would just eat whatever I wanted. And I didn't like know it was going to be like bad for me. I would be taking the Lucky Charms and taking out all the marshmallows and making a big bowl like marshmallow cereal, or like having Kix cereal and just dumping a whole bunch of sugar on it and drinking the big old sugar milk puddle at the bottom. Or just eating boxes of cupcakes, or taking the cookie dough ice cream and taking out all the cookie dough and putting the ice cream back. Yeah, we did not eat good all growing up, and nobody told me I could, because nobody paid attention to me. I just ate whatever I wanted. I do remember a lot of stomach issues. That's probably why. But as I got older, like I ate better. I enjoy eating healthy when I can afford to. But I still always had that sweet tooth. But it's also probably because of the PCOS. It makes you crave sugar. Probably why I eat boxes of cookies and cupcakes. Yeah, like I can't just have a cupcake, or I can't just have a cookie. I'm ridiculous with it. I don't have any self-control over it. I'm just like Cookie Monster. And the PCOS, while it makes you crave sugar, it also has other complications, and you're more predisposed for diabetes. So I know a few years ago, when I was working that job I got assaulted at, and I was eating like getting a tea light and sweet every morning with 2 donuts. Yeah. And I was gone to the doctor for a checkup. No, I was pre-diabetic. So I had to, he told me to exercise and eat more greens. So I did, and he checked my blood work again, and it was fine. But that was years ago, and I don't know if it's gotten worse, but I definitely know the reactive hypoglycemia is real. I just haven't seen a doctor about it yet, and I need to, so I can have that like official for disability. Because I did list it and told them, like, I'm pretty sure I have this, but I haven't seen a doctor because I've been living in a car for 2 years. But what else makes your blood sugar drop after you eat? I don't know anything else is going to make your blood sugar drop after you eat. Like, I'm not a doctor, but I can't find anything else that makes that happen. It's not a good feeling, especially when you don't have much money for food. And the first summer out here, I was like trying to live on dollar cornbread, and then wondering why I was eating it and then almost fainting within 3 hours. Yeah, Amy, because you need to eat more than just carbs and sugar. But when your blood sugar is dropping, if I have more of like the same, again, it's going to bring it back up, because you need just a little bit of something like that to bring it, something that has like carbs in it. I don't know. What is it? Carbs? I just need to eat something to bring it up. And it has have a little bit of sugar in it. I think that's what it is. But I've even found like just hard candies when my blood sugar starts dropping if I have that. But again, it's not ideal. I need to like eat better. So where I'm having like mostly protein and like veggies and like a little bit of rice or something like that. Because my body can't do carbs. And especially with the seizures, that's another thing. Like they recommend for people that don't respond well to the medicine. And kids who definitely don't. They put them on like the keto diet and this and that. Well, that's not practical for me at this point. Just watching the carb intake. And the doctor told me that like I need to get my carbs just from like rice, not other things, because like my body can't handle it, can't really digest much, and we don't respond well to carbs and things like that. So yeah, but I know like when I'm able to eat well, I don't the reactive hyperglycemia doesn't bother me because I'm eating well. But it's hard to. And then sometimes I forget, and I'll just have like some oat milk and then wonder why I'm passing out in a few hours. And it's like, yeah, I mean, because all you had was oat milk. It just made your blood sugar plummet. Yeah, but I can't have all that stuff. And it's hard living in a car, being able to eat well. I miss cooking. But today, what did I have? Chicken, rice. It's mostly what I eat. Didn't have veggies, but I did have a smoothie with with some like veggies and fruit in it and this and that. But it's again like I can't have fruits that are high in sugar either, like bananas or blueberries or strawberries. This is stuff I had lived on for a while until a doctor told me that I can't have those things. Or like green tea and shellfish, and it's just a whole bunch of things. But I'm glad I'm feeling better, because I was not doing well that week there at all. I was slipping into the void. But thankfully I got climbed out for now. So I'm always trying to be positive. It's really hard sometimes when you're just crying all the time, and crying while you're eating, and crying while you're brushing your teeth. But I know that there are good things to look forward to, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like it. And I know you have to take the bad with the good, because if things were good all the time, you wouldn't appreciate it and you'd be complacent. So you need the bad to appreciate the good. Some of us just have a lot more bad than good. But then I think we appreciate the little things a whole lot more. I gave myself chills, or maybe it's the seizure. I think that was just legit, just chills. Well, I'm gonna go. My friend should be here soon. We're gonna maybe take a walk. We'll see. He doesn't have to be at work for a while. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sleepy. I miss beds. Enjoy your beds for me. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.